Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa, back to talk about your family pets and a fabulous event coming up very shortly where you can adopt a beautiful pet. Here to tell us more about it, I'm joined by Kimberley Quig. She is the owner and founder of the Beacon Hill Fur Family Grooming and Training Center. Welcome.
Thank you.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the birth of this business. Tell me a little bit about the history and how you got started and why.
Yeah, so about 18 months ago, I decided I wanted to start volunteering at a local groomer, and because I couldn't have pets of my own at home for allergy reasons. And so I started volunteering every week and fell in love with the whole grooming process and the animals and being around them. And so I decided, I knew my community really needed more grooming facilities and decided to open one, but decided to do something a little out of the box as well.
By that, you mean what, Kimberley?
So we don't just do dog and cat grooming.
Okay.
The cat is unusual, but we don't just do that. We also have a lot of events that we want to host to help with the community and to help with the parents of the pets as well, get a better understanding of how to help their pets.
You said 18 months ago? Very interesting time to open a business, Kimberley. Tell me about those particular challenges.
Yeah, so I literally opened September the 17th of this year.
Okay.
Decided in July that I was going to open, and over those 18 months, luckily grooming is considered an essential service now.
Right.
Because those pets just can't go without having their nails trimmed and groomed properly. It's just too uncomfortable for them.
Yeah.
So I was out there volunteering, masked up in the whole bit, but got to help out the groomers and those pets through that time.
Excellent. Well, you mentioned events is something you wanted to do. You've got a great event coming up called Meet the Creatures. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we teamed up with Cozy Critters. They're an adoption agency, and they deal with cats and bunnies and other small furry creatures. They don't take dogs, but they have a lot of fun, and what they do is they like to partner up with organizations like myself where they can actually come out with the physical cats in the cages, and you get to take them out and snuggle with them and that sort of thing. So that's this Saturday from 10 to 3 at our location.
And I guess there's an opportunity to meet and adopt, right? All of these animals that are going to be there will be available for adoption.
Absolutely. All the cute little kitties, the bunnies. I think they might even have a rat or two that's joining us.
I know the dog, this particular dog I just wanted to mention as well, isn't going to be there, but I wanted you to talk about this dog.
Yeah, so one of my missions with Fur Family was to make sure that I reached out and did as many rescues and supported as many adoptions as possible. So a few weeks ago myself, I actually groomed Snowball, who you're talking about. So Snowball's from Nunavut.
There's Snowball right now.
There's Snowball. Yeah. So that's him in Nunavut, filthy. He'd never seen a brush, he'd never seen a bathtub. So this is his before picture. Oh. And so I had the absolute pleasure of bringing this 13-year-old into the grooming salon for the first time ever. I got to groom him down to actually be white, so he's actually matching his name now.
Look at Snowball!
Yeah.
What a beautiful dog.
Yeah, so he's available for adoption now through It Takes a Village Adoption Agency.
Okay,
yeah.
Excellent. And this is something you plan on doing on a rotating basis,
Absolutely.
I imagine,
That's why I'm actually taking grooming lessons myself. I do have 2 very experienced groomers at the salon, but I want to be able to do these sort of things myself.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, you brought some tools of the trade along with you today we wanted to talk about, because I was saying, I have 2 dogs, right? I have a Maltese, which is more, actually it's more hair than fur, right? And it can get matted and knotted and dirty. And then I have a Jack Russell, and everything it's like water rolling off a duck's back with that thing, right?
Yeah.
Stewie's so easy to look after. But you've brought, because it's different tools for different breeds, right?
Yeah, so something we're offering next Tuesday night is actually a brushing 101 for the parents, so that in between the professional grooms, they can actually deal with their dog's fur better.
I see.
Right?
Okay.
So these 2 here.
All right, I'm going to hold these up.
Yeah, so this would be for your Stewie, for your Jack Russell, for anything that's got short hair.
Yeah.
It really gets that electrostatic, gets it in there, gets all that undercoating out, so there's a lot less shedding going on in your house, right? So dash hounds, labs, that sort of thing. And when you get into the bigger dogs, maybe your Jack Russell would take the...
this one here?
Yeah. Now that looks like a torture device, but I promise you, it's very easy.
I was going to say, what are you doing?
I know,
no, I'm just kidding. We have one of these.
Yeah.
Explain what is this useful for?
So this also gets out that undercoat. So a lot of people don't understand that like a Jack Russell and a Lab actually have 2 coats, and that's that undercoat that they're shedding all over your house everywhere, right?
Right.
So when you brush with this guy, it actually brings that out, and it's actually quite soft and delicate on their fur, although it looks like it's torturing them.
All right, I'll put this back.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this one here.
Yeah, so this is a finishing comb. It might seem seem very simple, but if you do all of this brushing and you can't get this through your dog's coat, starting with the bigger one and then the smaller one, you're snafu'd.
Okay.
Right? You need to go back to the brushing.
You have not done a good job,
That's right.
is what you're saying.
Yeah, you got to get right down to the skin, and that's your test. That's your final test.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's good. So I took this out of order. I should have gone to these ones first. Tell me about these two.
Yeah, so these are for your longer hairs. So your Australian Shepherds, a Retriever, any Doodle, any Poodle.
Okay.
You're going to get in there. Some of them get really, really matted, so you need to use this guy here. It's called a rake. It goes by a lot of different names, but this is really going to get down to the skin and pull out those big clumps of matting that's going on. If you've got a lot of pick, the little...
oh, yes, I know. Burrs.
Burrs, there we go.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm taking my grooming training in French, so...
It's all right. Listen, I knew what you meant by pick.
Yeah, so that'll get those out as well.
What about other products that you offer? Do you offer any other products at the store?
We actually have a really nice balm for the palms. We call it toe bean wax. So when the winter comes and you've got all that ice and salt going on, some of the dogs get very chapped, sore little paws, and we have this wonderful wax that you can put on that's completely safe for them to ingest.
Okay.
Right? You don't just throw anything on their poor little paws, right? Because they're going to lick at it.
Yeah. Absolutely, 100%. I think we were just looking at, I don't know if Stan, our producer, can go back to one of the pictures, but it looked like a surgical room. I mean, it was so clean. I mean, I know you're brand new, but I had never seen a grooming, like here it is right here. This is your grooming station? This is beautiful.
This is my salon, yes. So this is our shop. It's brand new, and like I said, we really wanted to break the mold, right? We really wanted to be crisp and clean and very, when you see the front, which I don't have a picture of here today, there's a fireplace and 2 armchairs, and you come in and you can just sit down and relax while your dog gets pampered and taken care of professionally.
I love it. So you get to sort of pamper yourself by sitting back, relaxing, reading a book, and waiting. Remind everybody where you're located and about the event coming up.
Yeah, so we're at 2200 Montreal Road, which is Highway 174, right at Montreal Road. Really easy to get to, lots of free parking. And we'll be there with Cozy Critters on Saturday from 10 to 3, and we're open 7 days a week from 9 to 5.
And they can go and meet the critters, and if you're looking for an animal, this is a great way to find one, right? I can't say enough. Thank you so much, by the way, for being here, Kimberly. Really appreciate it. I can't say enough. If you are looking for a new pet, to get a pet from a rescue, honestly, it's so beautiful. We'll be right back after this.